Zach asked a question regarding the new SEO tool that's called SEOpressor. And so
Hmm.
what I want to do is get to a dashboard, and I'm going to pull up posts, because what SEOpressor is designed to do is to take a post that you have. In other words, a blog post is content that you are developing, uh, a multimedia piece of content that you're developing as an article that other people are going to see. So I'm in the back end, the dashboard of a site, and I'm going to add a new post. I'm in the posts. You have a feature set along the left-hand column of your blog, and you look for post, and then you add a new post. So this is allowing me to have the framework to build an article. And so as you see, it's asking me for a title. And what Zach was asking about is this SEOpressor score over here. And I'm not quite sure if if it has to be configured for each site. Forgive me. Um, we'll figure that out in just a second. Okay. Okay. All right. So because this is a test site, I don't know if it's completely set up. So I'm going to be looking at it as though you were looking at it for the first time, right? And so Zach is speaking about SEOpressor. SEOpressor is a tool, a premium tool, a paid tool. It's a paid tool, it's a piece of software that we have sitting on top of our WordPress premium blog site.
Hmm.
Um, and this tool helps you to structure your outgoing articles that you are publishing, to make sure that they are keyword rich, that they have the right density, that they have the right proportion. What do I mean by that? When you are developing a page, let's just say that this title is uh, Blab is Blab is a new live social discussion platform. Okay, Blab, the new live social discussion platform. And so now I've got a title. And so they're asking me here to type or add a keyword. So the keyword that I'm going to add in is Blab. And um, so I added Blab as a keyword. And so it's asking me, do I want to have any other keywords in here? So I'm going to type live stream, because Blab, the platform that Blab represents, is a live stream platform versus a video platform like YouTube, Vimeo, Metacafe, Dailymotion, versus a blog platform like the one that we're on. So Blab is a live stream platform. So I'm going to use live stream as one of my keywords. And let's
Hmm.
see, what else do I want to use? I'm going to use the term um, social discussion, right? And so what I'm telling SEOpressor to do is to make I'm telling SEOpressor that I am making these 3 keywords or keyword phrases important. And if as I'm publishing this page, I want Google, when they scan this page, to identify how they should index this article, and we're using a lot of great terms, how they should index this article. And that's what Google's robots do. They scan millions and millions and millions of blog articles and millions of pages to determine, okay, what is this page all about, right? And that's based on the images that are there. That's based on the keywords. If it's an article, that's the words that are in the article. If it's a page, it's the image and the words that are on that page. They're trying to, not trying, but they are going to index your page and your post based on the content that you put on that page or that post article. And so if you have conflicting, and this is where a lot of people have a problem. If you have non-congruent or conflicting images and wording in your article, then Google has a difficult time in indexing your article. And if Google has a difficult time in indexing your article automatically falls to the lower rankings in a search. So if a person comes online and they're looking for live stream, or if they're looking for social networks or social discussion, or if they're looking for the word blab because they heard that being used by a friend of theirs, and they type any of those words in Google as you would when you're searching for something, then because I've already identified those 4 words as the words that I'm basing this whole blog post on. Now when I begin writing the post, I've got to make sure that not only are the keywords used, but that all of the supporting sentences, all of the images, the videos that I have are tagged, or they are related to these keyword phrases that I just put on.
Okay.
Now, SEOpressor is a tool that helps me do that. So as I begin, let's see. And I don't know if I have, I think you have to set each one of these up. Let me go look. Yeah, it says settings. So let me go to settings for a second. If you notice, I went to the dashboard all the way down to the bottom. I found SEOpressor. That's a software that's loaded onto this blog. And then I saw a drop-down menu, and it had settings. So I'm going up here because it's the first time I'm using it on this blog as a test. And so I want to go and look at what it says. And so it says that it has automatic SEO on post titles, slugs, keywords, images, links. These are all of the things that you can tell SEOpressor that you want to analyze. And so it says keyword in post titles. So it says allow SEOpressor to automatically add the keyword in a post title. I don't know if I wanted to automatically add the keyword in a post title. I think I'll do that. Let's go to the next one. To remove common words like a since from the slug. So when this is developing the permalink, that's another slug is another word for permalink. It's going to remove certain unimportant words from the permalink so that the permalink that's being developed by this blog will help this post be indexed properly on Google. I hope that makes sense. It will in a minute. It will in a minute, right? So it's now asking for keywords. Decorate your keyword with bold. Yeah, we want to do that. So you could be it could be that. It could be that. We want what we want is HTML coding. So HTML coding for WordPress is going to be the second choice, strong and backslash strong. Instead of B and backslash B, it's going to be strong and backslash strong. All right. So decorate your keyword with italics. Yes. For HTML coding, it's going to be the second choice. EM and backslash EM. That stands for, that's just HTML code for an italicized word that's written in hand script style. Decorate your keyword with underlines. So we'll leave that one as it is, and I'm going to click Save Settings. Images, allow SEOpressor. Zach, are you following along?
Yep.
Okay, good. So allow SEOpressor to automatically add alt value to all images in the content that do not have an alt value tag. Definitely. Yeah. Now, your alt text or alt tag is something that relates to images, Kenneth, and we'll go through this as we're developing this blog post. You're going to see it in just a second. This whole half hour is probably going to be devoted to just this lesson.
Okay.
But your alt text or alt tag is your opportunity to tag every image that you're going to be using in your blog posts or on your blog or any page that you build from your blog. It could be a landing page, it could be a lead capture page, it doesn't matter what kind of page it is. Any page or any post that has images in it, the alt text is a way that you are able to tag each one of those images before your page or post is published. And by using this alt tag, it allows you to brand every image that goes out into the digital landscape with your brand. So for example, any image that I make on this post that I'm about to make on Blab, any image that I make, right, I'm going to assign it the tag, I'm going to assign it the tag Create Lifestyle Freedom, because that is a brand that I want to put out into the digital landscape. That's my brand, right?
Right.
And I can't say my brand, I mean our brand. It's the brand that this whole movement is around. So anytime that you want to use, I encourage you using it, because the more people that we have using that brand, the more attention it draws to all of our work. You know, you'll see in a second, but we want to, there's three brands that I'm going to highly encourage all Spark users to use when it relates to anything regarding this product and our movement. The three things are, number one, create. All of them have three words in them. They're three-word phrases. Create lifestyle freedom would be the first one. So you want to write that down. So when you're developing hashtags on Twitter that relate to Spark or relate to our movement, you'll want to do hashtag Create Lifestyle Freedom. Another phrase is My Story Marketing. That is a phrase that we use a lot because we are champions of content marketing And My Story Marketing is all about showing people how to take their life experiences, their ideas, talents, skill sets, their projects, the things that are important to them, and turn that into readable, watchable, listenable content, right? That can be found on the internet so that other persons can who have similar interests can find you and resonate with you, partner with you if you have a project, or become a customer of yours if you have a business offer. So My Story Marketing is another three-word phrase that we use a lot. The other one is the company that has built the tool suite that we have, and that is Global Wealth Networks. It's not only a company, but it's a concept. It's a wealth building concept that we want to push out into the marketplace. The ability for people to lock arms online, no matter what countries they're from, and build project-based income models versus job-based income models. That's a global wealth network. And so let me go on so that we conserve the time. I just wanted to share with you that alt tag, back to the point, alt tag is a tag that we put on any image, and it allows us to brand that image in the digital landscape. All right, so keyword. Okay, so this has talking about images. It has alternate text structure, and we're just going to leave it as is. It goes down and speaks about title attribute. Allow SEOpressor to automatically add the title attribute to all images in the content that don't have an image title value. And we definitely wanted to do that. Structure, we're going to leave that as it is, and we're going to save the settings. And so now I'm going to go to links here. That's the next setting, and it says no follow external links. We'll explain too much detail for that, but we'll explain no follow, add rel, and we'll explain no follow linking in the next segment, but just suffice it to say that you want to have these both turned on when it comes to links, and how SEOpressor is going to look at links that we build within this post. So let me go to this, and I'm going to save the settings there, and I'm going to go to social. I have no idea what social SEO is, but I want to see. And so it says allow or enable rich snippets in the post settings, definitely. Enable social SEO Facebook in post settings, sure. Twitter, the same, yes. Dublin Core, I have no idea what Dublin Core is, but we're going to enable it. In other words, anything that's related to social search and social search platforms being able to find our post, we want to say yes to all of that. So I'm going to save the settings. And that's it. I'm not going to go into any of these top nav bars because it looks like that's advanced stuff. We'll just leave everything simple. Let me go back up to the first one because I don't remember saving the settings here. I do remember saying that I didn't want SEOpressor to automatically add keywords in my post title. So what that says is, like, I determined what it was that I wanted to write about, right? And then I put those keywords in. Well, if I said in this first requirement on post titles that I wanted SEOpressor to make sure that a keyword, that one of the keywords I selected was in the post title, then it wouldn't allow me to make a title without having without having one of those keywords in it, right? Which is a good thing, but I'm I think I'm sharp enough to make sure that that happens on my own without having SEOpressor to do that for me. So I'm going to save that setting as non-selected, and I did all the rest of them. I did all the others as yes. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm going to go back to the original post, which is where we are right here. And so as you see here, I have 3 keywords or keyword phrases: blab, live stream, social discussion. I happen to have blab and social discussion in the title, and so we'll leave it that way. This is a brand new blog, and so I'm looking at the permalink structure here, and I'm not happy with how the permalink structure is. Now, permalink is how your link for this particular blog or a page is going to appear when it goes out. And this link is too busy for me. I just want the name. I don't want the date. I don't want any of that. So in order to change that, what I'm going to do, this is a brand new blog, I'm going to go down here to settings, which is in the feature set. Your feature set for this blog is in the left-hand column of your dashboard. So I'm going to go to settings, and I'm going to go to permalinks and click on permalinks. Actually, I'm going to pull it up as a tab. Okay, and so now I'm in permalinks, and permalinks is going to ask me, how do I want my link structure to look? Do I want it to have the default setting with just a page or a post number? No, I don't want that, because that doesn't even have the title of the blog in it, the title of the post or the title of the page. Do I want day and name? No, I don't want the dates. I don't want anything that has anything to do with the dates. I don't want to have numbers. I'm not trying to number it. I just want the post name. I want the post name to appear right behind the foundational link for this site, because there's 2 things I want Google to look at when they're trying to index this. Number 1, that it's coming from an authority blog, which is globalwealthnetworks.org. Why is that an authority blog? Because we have over 100 users that are using, that are publishing from this blog on a daily basis. There are users that are publishing from this blog. And what Google loves is frequent, fresh content coming from a specific URL. So the reason why we developed this whole thing is not by chance, it's scientific. We wanted to make sure that even a new person that is just beginning to blog has a very good opportunity for his or her post to rank on Google, because that post or that page that they're publishing, especially posts, articles that they're publishing, are coming from an authority site, a site that's doing a lot of publishing on a weekly basis, right? And Zach can probably attest that because he's publishing from this site, he probably has had articles that have ranked on the first page of Google for a certain search. Zach, is that true?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I've even experimented and had my friends go into a Google search and type my name in, and my name is the top search in a Google search.
Okay.
Wow.
Awesome. So I'm going to save these changes, because all I want is the post name. And if I highly recommend that that you go and have your permalink settings switch to post name. All you want is the foundational link, your name or your blog name, the foundational link, which is globalwealthnetworks.org, and then the name of your post or page. That's it. Right? And so that makes it easy for Google to index. And so now that I've done that, and I've saved it, I want to make sure that I've saved it, I'm going to go back to where I was, and that was on my blog article page. All right, and I'm going to refresh this page. Let me publish this. Okay, and then let me all right, so it did it. It did it. So now I have, as you can see here, the name of the blogger or the user, the foundational URL, which is globalwealthnetworks.org, and then the name of my title is right behind the article. So I have the title here, and I have the same title that's going to be indexed is also my permalink. So that's what's cool about this. And so right now my score is a negative 24 because I don't have any content in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it tells me. So as soon as I did that, as soon as I hit publish, and which I probably shouldn't have done, really you should be working in the draft mode. We'll talk about that in a second. I should have been working in the draft mode. When it came down, when when you are working on a blog article, you have the opportunity, we'll do another one very quickly, but you have the opportunity to save it as a draft or to publish it. So if you're working on it, you want to save it as a draft because you can certainly go back and view it as often as you want. But you want to get all of your content fixed in here before you publish it, because like right now, this post is out there to be ranked by Google because I published it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I need to really quickly see if I can correct this because it's a negative 24 and it's giving me a score of all the things that I don't have. I don't have keywords in bold anywhere in the body of this post because I don't have any content in here. I don't have.
Working, so you can talk trash now.
Oh, can you text me?
You may want to mute, Kenneth.
That's not me.
Oh,
No, that's Trey. Trey, you got to go to the top of your screen and hit the microphone and mute.
You heard me?
I'm sorry.
No problem.
Go to the 12 o'clock position and hit the mic. You'll see it on your screen. Okay. Okay, so it says I don't have keywords in italicized because I don't have any content in here. So let's write some content, and we're going to keep this short. But see, the thing is, this is going to it's also going to tell me what my density is. It's going to tell me. See over here, it says keyword density. So I can't make the post too short because if I don't give enough body to this article, then it's gonna look kind of crazy to the robots from Google that are scanning this article and trying to determine what this article is all about. In other words, if I just wrote 3 words in here in the body, and those 3 words were the same 3 words that I wrote here,
Mm-hmm.
let's just do that for the heck of it. Let's just do that. So I'm going to go to visual. I can develop this post in visual or in text or in page builder mode. So text means that I'm going to be doing it in HTML code. For example, let's say that I wanted to write a heading, and so I would say for my heading, what do I want to write for the heading? Okay, so Blab gathers momentum among social media fans. All right, so I've got Blab as one of my keywords in the title. And I'm in text mode, so that's what an HTML text heading looks like, or the first heading looks like. So if I were to publish this again, If I hit publish or update, it's probably going to say update. If I hit update again, wait, let me do this. Let me go to draft because I don't want to keep doing that. Because every time I do that, it sends a ping out into the digital landscape saying Mahdi's got a new update on his blog because the blog has already been published. You understand?
Right.
And so every time I hit update and I'm in published mode, it sends another ping out for this blog saying that, hey, come and look at this blog. There's been some new additions to this blog that need to be indexed, right? And so I don't want to do that anymore until I am ready to publish. So let me just hit update, and okay, and so now you see that my score jumped from a negative 24 to what? A positive 47. It was below zero. It was a negative 24. And it jumped to a positive 47. Why did it do that? Because I've been blogging long enough to know that you have to have an H1 headline in the first line of your blog. Now, the only thing that can precede that is an image. If I had anything else in front of this, it might make my score drop. The only thing that I can put in front of an H1 heading when I'm doing a blog article and not have my SEO score drop is an image. And when I put that image there, it had better have an alt tag that has one of my keywords in it. Right? It better. So let me go to media, and I'm guessing that I have no media here. So let me show you this, Kenneth. This is media library.
Okay.
I gotta be careful of time too. This is media library. So if I go to media library right now, there's probably nothing in this library. Probably. There's two things in here. Okay. And so in order for me to add images to my media library, here's what I need to do. You're going to be pulling these images from your hard drive. So whatever images you have in your hard drive are the images that you'll be able to pull as new onto the media library. That's the primary place that you can get them from. In some instances, you can pull them directly from Google, but I wouldn't recommend that. I would recommend that you go over to Google. If you're going to do anything, go over to Google like I'm doing now and go to images whenever you want images. I'm in the right-hand corner, and I clicked on the image. I hope you saw that. I hope you saw me do that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And so I'm going to type in blab because that's my topic that I want to get some images for, and I'll click the looking glass, and now it's going to deliver up a lot of images on blab, right? And so now what I want to do is pull down some images that I think are appropriate. This one says live video streaming. Well, guess what? Live streaming is probably plus blab are two things that are going to show up as part of my keyword thing. So I clicked on that to save it, and you're not seeing this because this is happening behind the scenes on my computer, and I'm saving it to my hard drive. Okay, and 1 second. And very quickly, for the sake of time, I'm going to pull up a couple of images and load them up because my media library for this test site doesn't have, it has very few images in it. 1 second. Give me just 1 second. I'll be right back with you. Almost there. Okay, so great. Let me get out of that, and I should be back. Can you see my cursor moving now? Are you all able to see me at all?
No, I don't see your cursor. I see we have a page, but I don't see your cursor.
Do you see the media? Am I in media library on your screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. So let me load some things up here. I just remembered I had a whole bunch of blab images on another page. So let me pull up one that has some people in it that you might know. Put that there. And let me get a couple more. That one. Oh. That one. All right, so now hopefully you're seeing some images load up. Let's see. Okay, so hopefully you're seeing some images load up in the media library, and I pulled up 4. I thought I pulled up more than that, but we'll take a look. Here's one. Okay, so here's an image that I just pulled up about blab, and in the alt it has a title. I don't need the title. What I need is alt text. So in the alt text I'm going to put the words blab and live social discussion, because if I remember correctly, and let me enter that, if I remember correctly, that was one of the, let's see, I had blab, social discussion, and live stream. Okay, so the next image that I put up, let me go back to media. So for this one, I'm going to put in the alt text. I don't need the title, but I'm going to use this image, and I'm going to put here blab live stream. Okay, two of my keywords were, those are two of my keywords, and I'm going to enter that. And let me go to another image that I have, and I'm going to put blab social discussion. All right, so let's write this article for the sake of this exercise tonight and see how it goes. All right, so now I've got enough to write this article. All right, so I'm going to switch to visual. Well, first let me put an image in here. That's where I was. So it's asking me, where do I want to get the images from? Well, I want to get the images from right here. And so this is the first image that I put. Since I put it above my headline, this is what's going to show when this post publishes. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use that image, and I'll show you a couple of things. The cool thing about these images that you have, that you've uploaded to your blog, Kenneth, is that each one of these images has its own URL. So you could use these images over and over and over and over and over again in different things that you're doing, pages and posts that you're doing. And every time you use them, because they have alt tags, hopefully those alt tags will bring them back to either a similar article or similar post or similar image that you have on your site. It'll draw readers back there. So one second. So I'm going to insert this into the post, and it's been inserted, and I am going to update the page. It's saying publish. Okay, so my score jumped from 47 to 56, right? Let me take this to visual. So now you see what the article is beginning to look like. So I have an image, and then I have a title that's an H1 headline. You have different levels of headlines. You have H1 through H5, and each one of them, the digital landscape, the internet sees as having certain weight. For your titles should always be in a headline that's either an H1 or an H2 weighted headline in order for it to be ranked and indexed well. You could use anyone between H1 and H5, but if you want to make sure that your headline is indexed well, it should follow the rules of the internet. And the internet has already made HTML code, right? Before we had images, everything was in code, right? Everything was written in code before we had images for the internet. It was all, in order to bring something up, you had to write it in code. So HTML coding has already been established, for certain things, and headlines is one of them. All right, so anyway, long story short, I don't want to take too much time with that. Let's get some copy in here. All right, so let me go back, fans, and let's change this now to, one second. All right, see this? I'm in visual setting. I'm in the visual setting. And in the visual setting, when you first come on your blog, you'll probably have one set of icons that help you bold, italicize, do bulleted lists, make quote or block quotes, left marginalize, center or right marginalize your text, insert links on certain text that you have, etc., etc. If you click on this this icon at the very end that looks like it has a lot of different images inside of it, when you click there, it opens up a new set of icons, right? It also opens up formats for your for the script, images, and fonts for your blog. So long story short, work in visual until you have enough experience in HTML to work in text. Work in visual, and when you're working in visual, visual is what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get when you're working in visual. Make sure that this last box has been clicked so that you have these other two levels of icons. See, if I click it, they all go away. So you want to make sure that that's clicked so that they all appear, because you want to have as much to work with to build your blog post or page as you possibly can. So let me continue where we were, and right now I want to go, I'm in headings 1. That's what font size this is. This is headings 1. I want to now shift to normal paragraph. So let me skip down a line, and it's shifted to paragraph. All right, so this is the normal type the normal type style for your blog, unless you're dealing with some major subtopic. You want to type everything else in the paragraph mode. All right, so let's just put some content here. All right, so let's see. Lab is defined as a live social discussion platform. It integrates live stream with social commenting and a live audience. Okay. Here's an example of what Blab looks like, right? So there's time for a new image. So I'm going to click on Add Media, and I'm going to go right here to this one where Zach and I are. It's his Monday. What is it, Zach?
Monday doesn't suck. It's your job.
Okay. Now see, I put Blab Livestream in there in my alt text, but this time I added Create Lifestyle Freedom. So I've got 3 words in my alt text here. Each one of these is a keyword. So as Google is indexing this image that's going to go on this post, it's going to be indexed with all 3 of these terms. And so I'm going to insert that post into the page. And there it is. And okay, so now I'm just going to update this, and I'm going to write, well, before I update it, let me write one more line of text just so that we can see the effect. Another line of text and another image. What's my other word? Social discussion. Yeah, 1 second. Anyone from among the audience can be invited to take a seat during the social discussion. Social discussion. Contribute to the context of the conversation. Okay. All right, cool. So we'll stop there, and let me put one more image here for the heck of it. Third image. So we'll use that one just for the sake of it. Okay, so now I got 3 images. Now, when I'm doing a post, a blog post, I like to add a featured image. And a featured image helps Google to actually rank this post based on added or supporting relevancy. So I'm going to click on Set Featured Image. I'm going to go back to the original image that I had at first. You don't have to. It could be any image. Could be any other image. But I'm going to go back to the first image that I had here. And the alt text is good. And I'm going to set that as the featured image. This image right here. Okay? And so now I need to do a couple of things. SEOpressor is telling me you don't have keywords in bold. So now I need to go back over here and find one of my keywords, blab, live stream, social discussion, and I need to put it in what? In bold, right? It says you don't have keywords in italics. So I need to find, and that's why your content has to be, it has to be dense. It has to have enough body so that you have opportunities to do all these things that SEOpressor is telling you that you need to do in order for your post to rank well, right? So I need to have a keyword that's in italics. I need to have one that's bold. I need to have one that's underlined. I need to have one that has an H2 tag, okay? And then one that has an H3 tag. So ideally, here's how it would go. Ideally, I would have my H1 tag as my main subtopic. So the topic is Blab, the new live social discussion platform. Subtopic is Blab gathers momentum among social media fans. Now, right here is where I would break. When I'm about to introduce another image, I would break and I would write a new subtopic, something that supports this Blab new live social discussion platform. Well, I've already said Blab gathers momentum among social media fans. What do I want to say here? I want to say Blab allows for audience rich, in capitals, engagement. All right, so now I'm going to take that and highlight it, and I'm going to go up here and change that to an H2 heading. Bam. So now I got that satisfied. I'm going to update in a second. You're going to see it happen. You don't have keyword in 2, H1 tags, and H2 tag, H3 tag. So let me go down to the bottom and do this one. And let's just say that Lab may come the premier live stream platform. Now I've got Blab and live stream in the same thing. Yes or yes? Those are my keywords? Yes. Live stream is one, Blab is one. Okay, cool. And so now I'm going to come up here and make that an H3 heading. Bam. Okay. So now I've got two supporting subheadings. One's in H2, one's in H3 in the body of this, right? Now I'm going to update this and let's see. Oh, wait, I need to have one that's, I need to have a keyword that's bold. Platform. And I need to have a keyword that's italicized. Actual address, this actual site address for Blab is blab.im. Okay. That one's going to be italicized. And what else? Keyword bold, keyword italicized, underline. I'm not going to bother with that. I have H1, H2, and H3. And so now I am ready. Let me go through here and do a couple of more. Live stream. Blab. Okay, cool. All right, so now I'm going to update this. Now remember, my score was 56.14 with a keyword density of 14.29 before I added this other content. So let's update and see what happens. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. Wait for it. Now the score is 145. So 145, don't know what that means. I'm used to it being like 100. When I've used SEO in the past, I knew the score was between 1 and 100. So 145, I'll have to go back and see what they've changed. But I know this is a good score. I know it's a very good score. Keyword density, you definitely want to have less than, you want to have somewhere between 15, ideally between 15 and 20%. You don't want to have your keyword density over 20% because that means one out of every five words, you know, is your keyword. And Google is wise. They know that you're trying to, you know, you're trying to fudge indexing if your keyword density is over 20%. So you want to keep it below 20%, somewhere between, you know, again, 12 and 18, 19% is good. The score, I'll have to go and look. Let's click on, so see, the reason why I know this is good, before I looked at the score, because I know 100 is good. Well, look, all of these are lit up green now. That's what you want. Before you publish, because I had this on draft, before you publish, you want to make sure that all these are green. Zach, are you with me?
Yep.
Right? And here it tells me over optimization warning. Keywords are bolded too many times. Keywords are italicized too many times. Keyword density is too high. Try to place. So maybe that 11% is too high. I'll have to go back and see because last time I used SEOpressor was a year and a half ago, and it was, you know, in another very high-powered program that I was a part of with some extremely sharp people. So obviously things change. And we have the latest version of SEOpressor and ours is enterprise level, and it's online. It's tied to online updates all the time. So we'll always have the freshest form of SEOpressor because it's tied directly to our blog. So and that's through a paid that's through a paid arrangement. So we have you've got plenty of juice in Spark for the money. There's nothing. I'm telling you, there's nothing in the marketplace like this. Let me come off of. Well, let me go ahead and publish this. Let me do this. Publish it just so you can see what the finished product looks like. Where was I? Help me. Okay, so my status is published, and I need to change. Do I need to change visibility? No. It was on draft, so it's on publish now. Okay, so let me just update it one more time. And let's go and take a look at what the post looks like. Right here where it says view post, this is going to occur just above your title. When you want to view your post, come just above the title and you'll see this that says view post. Click on that. I'm going to open it in a new tab so it appears at the top of the page. We'll go take a look and see what the final and look at how the link is. The link is the name of the user, or the owner of this blog, the foundational URL, right? Authority blog site, and the title. That's how you want it to be, clean like that. Nothing more than, and that, not all of the other stuff. So here's what the blog looks like. So this is the article right here. Blab, the new live social discussion platform. This I was rushed for time, but this image should be much bigger. This image is about 400 pixels, and this image should be at least 600 pixels. When you're doing like your main image on a blog post, make sure that it's at least 600 pixels, between 600 and 700 pixels. 750 is pushing it because of the size of your blog site page, especially for posts. But somewhere between 600 and 750 pixels will fill up this whole square. So you want your cover, your main image to be big, right? And so we've got this in H1 H1 HTML type size. We have the subtopic in H2 type, and then we have this other one that's in H3 type. That's what that looks like. Now, I did that just for the purposes of conforming with all of the things that SEOpressor was telling me that I had to do. And it came out fine. So that's what the finished product looks like. So I've got 3 different segments. A person can scan this blog if they're trying to find out what's Blab all about. Well, they say Blab is a new social discussion platform. First thing, Blab gathers momentum among social media fans. Second thing, Blab allows for audience-rich engagement. Third thing, Blab may become the premier live stream platform. So it gives you an idea of how your sub topics should support your main theme, the main theme for your blog. And I did that like on the fly, but I've been doing blogs for a long time. So is everybody with me?
Yep, Cam.
All right.
Yeah, Cam had to hop off. He'll be at work at 4 in the morning.
Awesome. Awesome. So let me come back to where you guys are.
Hear you now.
Okay, good. Good. So Trey, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. Good to see you, Trey.
Yeah.
How do you feel about
Trey.
all of this?
It's pretty good, and you broke it down pretty good. I just missed the first
No, you
segment
didn't.
of it.
It's recorded.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, yeah. The
Yeah.
only thing is, only those that show up get the recording. That's how they used to do
Oh,
me. If
oh,
you didn't
okay.
show
That's
up, you
good.
couldn't get the recording. Serious,
Okay.
serious. So 80% of the game is showing up. 80% of the game is showing up. So Trey, what you have, I don't even know if you like understand, but what we have is platinum, and um, there's two ways that we are approaching the marketplace. One is as a movement, create lifestyle freedom, a movement where people learn how to have an amazing life, earn more than enough income to take care of their financial affairs with no stress, and make a positive impact on the world around them, right? They come into this community, right, that believes in that, creating lifestyle freedom. And the vehicle that we use to create lifestyle freedom is a global wealth network, forming a network, right? And
Okay.
in our global wealth network, we have as a product that we have the private label rights to, we have a digital tool suite that helps people build brand for whatever it is that they're passionate about, right?
Okay.
And it helps them to deliver their message, their idea, talent, skill set, project, or business offer to a larger online audience, right? So
Right.
that's what this tool suite does that our network owns. So the idea is as you bring people into the network, they take ownership of the tool suite to help them share whatever it is that they're passionate about with a bigger audience. And when they take ownership of the tool suite, an income is generated for the person who invited them into the network. So
All
rather
right.
than you going out and trying to sell, if you have an aversion for selling, you can simply use this community concept and bring people into a community. They take ownership of tools that they can use to to promote whatever is important for them. But at the same time, two things happen. They're building their personal skill sets, their online literacy, and they're able to earn because they have private label rights to turn right around and invite someone else into the network who takes ownership of this tool suite, and they get an income. It makes sense?
Yes.
Right. So that's the first approach. It's a community network approach, right? There's team building built into all of that, and it accelerates your income. The other approach is just a straight affiliate approach, just straight affiliate marketing, which means that um, we master the art of building a list. We promote Spark. For those of us who don't have any aversion, we want to help people, we want to help organizations, we want to help business owners grow, and we don't have any aversion to talking to people. Then what we are doing is not doing so much talking, but using online methods of attracting and inviting people to the Spark offer. So that means building pages, then putting advertising dollars behind those pages, telling the search engines, either Facebook, social search, or Google and Bing, internet web search, hey, here is an audience, here's the demographics, the parameters for the audience that we want you to put this page in front of. We basically pay either Facebook, social search, or Bing, Google, web search. We pay them to go into their database and pull up an audience based on our parameters. We want people that are between the ages of 25 and 50. We want people that have a median income of XYZ. We want people that live in these countries or these states, however defined you want it to be. We want to have people that have these interests. You are able to highly target who you want to put your ad in front of, and you put dollars there the Facebook, for example, goes into their database of 1.2 billion people and pulls out, based on the dollars that you put behind advertising, they pull out that group of people that your page goes in front of. For however many days you can run an ad for a week, you can run it for 2 weeks, you can run it for a month, however long you want to run it. But the idea is that we're using online methods to build a list of people that are attracted to our offer. They are interested in what we are offering. They have the desire to launch a business, or they have the desire to get greater exposure for what they're already doing, and they need a tool suite to help them do that. There are millions, there's 300 plus million people in the United States alone. And there are millions of people that are looking for a better way to give exposure to their ideas or their business offer. They want to know. And the problem is there's so many people that are unscrupulous that will bait you for, hey, take this course, $49.95. We're going to teach you everything in the world about internet marketing, right? And people are wanting to learn, and so they buy these courses that are empty. There's nothing in them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of that going on. Our approach is totally different. With the Spark tool suite, for example, just on the affiliate side, yes, we give the person the ability to take ownership of Spark, but it doesn't stop there. We have this, right? We have a Facebook group for Spark Pro users. So when a person says yes, you bring them into the Spark Pro users Facebook group first, because they're on Facebook anyway. So you bring them to a place where they're familiar with, and they have the opportunity to come on a live open campus, just like you did tonight, and start learning how to use the tool that they just invested in. Plus, they have a complete member site that is an extremely expansive resource that they can access, right? They got to pay to access it, but it's a paid member site where they have, they can go over things over and over and over again, and have interchange with other members that are on that member site and say, hey, you know what, I'd like to meet you over here. Can you meet with me and go over a couple of things, and coordinate with people that are on the member site to get extra training, or be involved in solo training on your own. There's so many videos, well over 100 hours of video on that member site. So our approach is different. Why is it different? Because I've been through it all. I've been through where you paid a lot of money, and you have powerful modules, but there's really nobody to break down things like you said, hey man, you broke that down really well.
Yeah.
Nope. You got videos 1 through 15, and if it's not covered in there, sorry. It's $500 to get that module. Just for that module, 15 videos, $500. And that's how that's how it is. So we're doing it a little different.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty real good, because I know when I first started in multi-level marketing, I was out searching because I knew it was a better way. And I tried certain sites. They tell you pay this much, but they don't never really break it down like you guys are doing it. Mm-hmm. And like I was telling Zach, I appreciate how you're taking the time and really put a lot of value in the information that y'all putting out to make it real clear and simple.
Right. Zach is a monster, man. He's I've created a monster, man.
Yeah. He's a good teacher too.
Absolutely. That's what I mean. He is really dedicated to helping people who want to help themselves.
Yeah.
I have to put that distinction in there, that clarifier in there. He's He's all for helping people that want to help themselves. But, bottom line is all of us have goals. And what we're looking for is a certain core group of people that will, men and women, but particularly men, that will take this for what it is and really build something extraordinary with it. For a $25 offer, what's packed into this is it's way beyond. This is called a low-cost, high-yield funded proposal. That's what it's called in online marketing speak. It's called a funded proposal, an offer that you can give to someone that is low-cost, high value, that they not only get benefit from themselves, but they are able to turn around and share it with someone else for additional yield. Not only do they get benefit out of it, but they can turn it around and give it to someone else for additional yield. A funded proposal, right? And so, the school I came from, they teach you a lot about this kind of thing. It's one thing to go through a school and see it being done. It's another thing to build one. So now, thank God, we're on the other end. We're on the side that is providing it. And so we want to make sure that we, as the weeks and months go on, we refine it, we pack more and more value into it. The next step and it's already in the works, is $100 offer. And when we successfully present this $100 offer to the marketplace, and I'm looking for that happening somewhere around the middle of January, that's going to be revolutionary. Why? Because I've seen it happen. I was a part of a movement where it happened, where people were made millionaires from a $100 offer. They had a $100 content. It's called continuity income, a continuity product that had a lot of value, and it's at a price point that doesn't break. The person doesn't have to shoot the lock off the piggy bank in order to do that. And it's comparable to what a person might spend if they were in some other if they were in a network marketing program where you spend $100 on a case of this, or $100 for access to this, or that kind of thing. It's right in there where it's not too expensive. A person could see it. The beauty of this is, in affiliate marketing, with what we're doing, not just affiliate marketing, but affiliate marketing, and what we're doing is we're going to be offering this at 100% commissions. And I want you to wrap your brain around this, right? So you have a product that has a lot of value inside of it. I can't go into detail of all of this stuff, but SMX there's going to be SMS mobile apps for people that for businesses that want to local area businesses that want to have a presence online and keep their customer base tuned in to the latest offerings. Great stuff. So long story short, back to the money. When you have a product that's at $100 and you're able to tell an affiliate that they're going to get 100% of the market value for that, for every time someone says yes to that. Based on your monthly mortgage right now, how many people would have to say yes before your mortgage is paid if it's at $100? Let me give you an example. 10 people saying yes is $1,000 a month. Just 10. 15 people saying yes is $1,500 a month. Right? So you get your marketing funnels built up to the point where you're getting 15 people a month saying yes every month. So that means 3 people a week on a 5-day work week, right? So now watch this. You get your marketing funnels built up like that, And so now, month one, in a nutshell, every month you are adding, you're giving yourself a $1,500 pay raise every month, and you control that. Nobody, ain't no employer controlling that.
Yeah.
You control that. You give yourself. You build your marketing funnels up to the point where you're attracting people, putting them in front of your offer, enough of them in the top of the funnel so that out of the bottom, you might put 100 people in the top of the funnel in the first 7 days of the month. By the end of the month, out of that 100, 15 people have come out the back end that said yes.
Yeah.
Because you don't need a whole bunch of people. You just need a percentage, right?
Right.
And so now every month you're adding. So you made 1,500 the first month, but the next month it rises to 3,000. Now you're at 3,000 a month. The month after that it's 4,500 a month. I can't wait, because with that we'll have something that realistically we can tell a person who's sitting on the fence and they really want to break away from their job. Hey, you know what? In 6 months' time, if you do this, in the next 3 months, 90 days, we can absolutely cover your mortgage. You give them 90 days. It's not going to take that long. But you tell them 90 days. In 90 days, we can replace your mortgage. In 6 months' time, all of your monthly expenses can be replaced. You won't have to go to that job anymore. And the dollars will be there. I mean, it's not like something you're making. They'll be able to see in black and white, hey, you know what? If I just do this, 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 and this, it's not going to take me. If I was in a network marketing company, do you know how many people I'd have to have in order for my monthly residual to equal $1,500? And I could have that here in the first month. I could do that in the first 30 days here with 15 people.
Yeah.
You understand? So but even at the $25 level, it's Trey, right?
Yeah.
Trey, I encourage you to go and look at the comp plan, because when you look at the compensation plan, and it's in the files at our Facebook group, go to the doc files, look there. At $25, it's incredible. Why? Because we're paying 100% commission. If it was anything less than that, it'd be a different story. We'd be like a network marketing company. But we want to make sure that we give, that we push as much money towards the people that are doing the work as possible.
Mm-hmm.
That's the goal. And if we do that and everybody's excited about earning, then it'll take off on its own. We won't have to say anything. So time is 10:30. We've been here since a little after 9, so I appreciate it. Zach, did we get your SEO question?
Yeah,
SEOpressor question.
that was answered. So now I definitely know how to get me boosted even more on Google searches. So good stuff. And Trey, man, I'm glad you hopped on. So now you see, like, that's just some of the value, bro. But it's so much more. Like
the ocean is deep, man. The ocean is deep.
It's deep. Like the thing I like about a Trey is, like, now you're not like locked into a box of just a network marketer. So like you can market Spark to like other business owners. So like I had my frat brother who wanted me to